Hey guys, it's Liz and we're flipping things. And today I'm just going to go over some recent eBay sales. You know, I'm still not at the point where like on Monday I have like 50 packages to go out like I keep seeing on Facebook and get so jealous, but things are selling. I'm happy. So stay tuned. Welcome back. My ring light for some reason keeps turning off. So it's Monday. It's Monday, and if that happens, we're gonna run with it. Okay? That's where we're at today. So let's talk about what has sold for me recently on eBay. I haven't done one of these in a little bit, so I figured I would. One of the things I notice lately as I'm going through my what sold videos is all of my items are probably not as well priced as I need in order to be really profitable. Meaning, I really think to be extremely successful with eBay, you need to average around $20 per item or more. And that is not me right now. I am selling small goods that I got for very cheap and I'm selling for a very affordable price. Meaning that my profit on each item isn't phenomenal, right? I'm learning, I'm figuring this out. Now, I do think it's possible to make an income on eBay selling small goods that don't profit you a lot, but you've got to sell a lot of them. And that's where it gets, I think, kind of difficult is getting yourself to the point where you're selling enough of these small items every day to bring in a decent income. So that is probably what I need to work on the most is finding more profitable, higher priced items to sell. So I'm going to just add that to my list of goals for 2021. So let's see what sold. This actually just sold last night. So after I finish this, I'm headed to the post office to drop this off. This is Grey's Anatomy season 5. I paid $0 for this. I picked this up from my friend Eric at a garage sale that he was having. He just gave me like 2 giant boxes of DVDs for free. And in there was a lot of brand new, still in the cellophane DVDs. So this was one of them. It sold for $11, so that makes my profit $11. Let me just say, I'm not including my eBay final listing fees. I do not have a paid store yet, but I haven't gone over my 200 free listings in a month yet. So my listings are free. This doesn't include my final value fee. This is just like a down and dirty, here's my profit. Obviously take, a percentage of that out for final value fees and all of that. The other thing to mention is I am just too scared to offer free shipping. I know my sales would probably go up if I did. I know a lot of people do it. I am just so scared of shipping that I charge for shipping on everything. So everything I'm sharing today, the buyer paid shipping because I'm a wimp. There's no other way about it. I'm a wimp. I'm afraid that I'm going to price it properly and then someone's going to send me an offer and I'm going to get excited and take the offer and then all of a sudden the item's not profitable because I added shipping. I know I need to find a way to switch my items to free shipping. I'm too scared. That's all there is to this. So the buyer paid shipping. So profit of $11 and I always share my sell-through rate. This item took 72 days to sell. Up next is another item from my friend Eric's garage sale. He gave me so much stuff. He had like a garage sale for a couple days and like what was left, he just gave me, which included like PlayStations, Xboxes, no, not PlayStation, Xboxes, controllers. There was so much stuff. So this is Trivial Pursuit. Again, this was brand new. Had never been opened. Was still sealed. So I paid $0 for this. I sold this for $15 for a profit of $15, not including listing fees. And it sold in 116 days. I thought this would sell before Christmas. I was kind of hopeful. but it didn't. It was a little pricey to ship. The buyer paid like $10 to get this shipped, so they wound up paying $25. So I kind of felt bad because it's heavy and bulky. Anyways, I was happy to see it go because it was kind of a big item in my bins. I need to get more storage bins. Yeah, I need more storage bins. Or maybe I need to stop sourcing so much. No, that's not the answer. The more I list, the more I sell. But I've got to be able to store it. What is next? Oh, okay. This is right here a 3-pack of Sonicare brush heads. These came in one of my Catch and Deals HBA boxes. I got this box for $35. They are no longer doing these boxes, which is a bummer because I made great money with these boxes. I can see how they were not making great money at $35. So, when I got that box, I just averaged everything out to $1.50 an item. So I paid $1.50 for this. It sold for $11.40 and my profit was $9.90. It took 37 days to sell. I actually have another one, which is like a 10-pack, I think, that still has to sell, but that was great. I mean, I really loved those HBA boxes from Catch and Deals because you know me, I'm like afraid to spend money. And $35 is like, I can get on board with that. So I wish they still had those boxes. I did hear that throughout the day today, they're listing mystery boxes. I missed it this morning, but they only listed 10. I'm sure I won't get one. I hope one of you does. Up next, another item from that Catch and Deals HBA box. So it was $1.50. This is Weleda Skin Food. It sold for $11. This was the second one, and I actually think it sold to the same buyer. I had it listed for higher. I want to say I had listed for $14. The first time I got an offer for $11, I took it. And then a little while later, I got the same offer for $11. I took it. So it was a profit of $9.50, and it took 31 days to sell. So I sold both of those. I had another one too. The other one sold in like 14 days. So that was a great product. I was really happy with how that sold. Up next, this was from my smaller lots mystery box, and that was a $100 box, and I had 10 items. So everything in there, I just averaged out to $10. I did phenomenal on that box. I can't believe how well I did on that box. Like everything has sold except the car parts. Oh my God, the car parts. They're in my garage. They're just sitting in my garage because I feel like that's where car parts belong. Everything else in that box sold. The telescope, I mean, the shaver, that box was phenomenal. So I averaged everything in that box to be $10. And I sold this VTech cordless answering system for $15. So I only made a profit of $5, but like the box paid for itself months ago. So I'm, that's just another $5 I made, right? That's kind of how I'm looking at it. I will be honest. This system was still like, everything was still like in the plastic, but it was definitely open box. And I passed on a lot of offers because people kept wanting me to confirm that it worked. I didn't even have a landline. We only use cell phones. So I didn't even have a way to test it to see if it worked. So I waited and turned down all those offers because that came with, can you confirm that it works? Because I really couldn't. I didn't put untested. I knew it was new. But I waited for someone to just pay, and that happened. And I got positive feedback, so I can assume it works because I don't think they would have given me positive feedback. And that took 36 days to sell from when I listed it. So awesome. This next one, oh my God. This one is a rock candy controller. I sell so much stuff that Eric gave me. This was another item that my friend Eric gave me when he was having that garage sale. It was just a wired Xbox controller. I did test it. It worked. I paid $0 for it, and it sold for $10 for a profit of $10. And it sold in 57 days. Here's the thing with this item. This was the first time that I had someone request a local pickup. So he purchased it with an offer. I think I had it listed for 12 and he offered me 10, which I accepted. But then he reached out and was like, hey, I'm in the next town over. And this was right before Christmas when everything was going crazy with the post office. He's like, I'm in the next town over. Could I do a local pickup with this? So I actually had to cancel his offer and go in and update the listing to include local pickup so that I could do it for him. I mean, it was no big deal, really. It was like 10-minute drive, 15-minute drive to where we met. But let me tell you what, my husband and my son were like, my oldest, my 18-year-old, were like, you are not going to meet someone from the internet. Are you crazy? And I was like, well, he's got like 175 reviews on eBay. Like clearly, I don't think he's a crazy person. They were totally freaked out. So much so that Michael, my 18-year-old, was like my security guard, insisted on going with me to meet this person in a very busy public parking lot. And it was like a non-issue. He was totally fine. He was like young and super nice. But they were like so nervous. And that's why I have not started selling on Facebook Marketplace yet, because I'm like, I don't know what to do with this local pickup. I don't want people coming to my house that I don't know. And I don't necessarily, I'm not crazy about going out and meeting people by myself, right? As a girl. So it is a tough one. And I'm not sure, I guess I should look it up, if you can just start selling on Marketplace with shipping or if you actually have to do local pickup first. Does anyone know? Anyways, this was my, off I go on a random tangent. This was my first local pickup. It went fine. The only issue is he did put local pickup, but then he didn't bring, like, he didn't know how to do the thing where you scan it to prove that he picked it up. We both gave each other positive feedback. Like, I took a picture of him with the item. And I haven't heard anything back from eBay yet, but I'm like so afraid eBay's going to come back and be like, you never delivered this item. So lesson learned. Lesson learned. What's next? This was Wii Carnival games. This is one of my husband brought up all these Wii games from when the kids were little. So I paid $0 for it. It was just in our basement in a box, moved here from Vegas. It sold for $9.99 for a profit of $9.99, not including fees. And it sold in 26 days. The Wii games are just awesome. There are some that don't move, but mostly the Wii games just move. I love the Wii games. I'm not as big a fan of like Xbox and PlayStation, but if I see Wii, I don't even scan it anymore. I just grab it. I literally, wherever I am, I just grab the Wii games if I see them because I just can't go wrong with Wii. Up next, this was like a giraffe that goes like in a baby crib. I picked this up at a garage sale this summer when I was first starting garage selling and I knew nothing. It was $1 and it was so cute. It looked like it had never been used. Super soft. It still played the music or like the soothing sounds. So I picked it up for $1 and it did finally sell 165 days later for $9.99. I think I originally listed it at like $15 and I kept bringing the price down. So a profit of $8.99. I mean, it's just a little plush giraffe, so it didn't take up much space, but I probably wouldn't do that one again. I realized after the fact, I was like, when you have a newborn, like, especially if you're a new parent, like by my third kid, Trevor, I mean, I like knew at that point they're really hard to break, right? You can't break babies. It's, but for Michael, I mean, it was like if his pacifier fell on the ground, like I had to go get a new one and I just re-sterilize it. I was like a crazy person. And I was like, I'm not sure if I had a newborn that I would want a plush giraffe in their crib that I don't know where it came from. Like it really occurred to me that so I probably wouldn't go with used baby stuff again after I've had some time to like think it through. And last is Ocean's 12. And it was my week of Eric, obviously, because this was also from the DVD lot that my friend Eric gave me. So I paid $0 for it. I did donate a lot of the DVDs he gave me. Like if they weren't in perfect condition, like new or new, I really donated a lot of them. But this one sold for $8 for a profit of $8. And it took 96 days to sell. This was still in the plastic, brand new. My son was like upset that I sold it. Random side note, my oldest son, Michael, his grandfather has the same name as him, Michael Delano. And if you are curious, he's an actor, and he was in Ocean's 11 and Ocean's 12. He is the casino manager for Andy Garcia in the movie. Let me just preface this by saying, when he was filming, I begged for 9 months for him to let me come down and meet Brad Pitt. And he said I probably couldn't control myself around Brad Pitt. So I never got to come to the set. I'm still a little bitter about that. But yeah, he's been in like a lot of stuff. Like if you look him up, like he was on the show Rhoda in the 70s. He was like the Italian guy with all the gold, like the lounge singer. And he's been in like movies. He was in like, he's the cop that pulls them over in 9 to 5 with Dolly Parton, who's just an American icon. And he's been in like a ton of stuff. And Michael did not want me to sell Ocean's 12 because it had his pop in it. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. We'll see how long that lasts. I don't know. He did not want me to sell that because it had his pop in it. But we have bought it on Amazon. He can watch Pop whenever he wants on Amazon Prime. Okay. You know, he still plays. When there's not a pandemic going on, he still he plays like lounge shows in Vegas, and it's awesome. He's awesome. That's my random story for the day. In case you were looking for a random story today, I will be honest, I'm struggling with content lately. I can't think of like what to make videos on. And I'm also like, I'm so overrun with just trying to get everything listed that it's taking more time than I thought. I am just plugging away at getting things listed, getting 5 or 6 things up a day. I did list all the backpacks. I counted 62 backpacks that I won in that liquidation sale. So I'm busting stuff out slowly but surely, but it's taking up a lot of time. And I feel like I don't know what to what's interesting. Like there's not a lot of interesting, like, hey, watch me list stuff. Like, because I realized like I can't actually list and talk. I am not that, I'm easily distracted. And so then I'll just talk and not actually get anything listed. So if you have any ideas, if you're curious about anything, let me know and I can make a video on it. I do need to make some more Amazon videos as well. I want to do some sourcing for that. So maybe I'll do that this week as well. I hope everyone's I don't know if I mentioned it, but the Buffalo Bills have won their playoff game. It is the first time in 25 years. No, more. Listen, we won the playoff game. It was craziness in my house.
Please! Yeah! Yeah! You fucking punch it! Yeah! Fucking punch! Bitch alert! Captain! Yes!
That was the most stressful game. Oh my God. Like it was literally so stressful. I felt anxiety the whole game. I wanted to walk away. I couldn't even watch. It wasn't even remotely like a blowout, which is nice and relaxing. No, it was like to the bitter end, nerves and anxiety. And then we did it and we won. And I can't even believe it. I cannot believe that the Bills won their playoff game. It's like, so go Bills. We're playing the Ravens. I know a Ravens fan out there, and go Bills. And I hope you guys all have an awesome day. I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Go Bills.